welcome back to my YouTube channel. In today's video is part 2 of the Grandma's 4-wheeler revival, and we're probably going to get started on looking inside the cylinder today. First steps to get the cylinder off is probably to get the exhaust off. So we got a bunch of springs to take off, and I'll just use a couple spring pullers and get them off. The spring puller made quick work of these exhaust springs. Now this like hanger kind of spring that goes here, now you can get it off easy by removing this U piece and giving it some more slack. With this U piece off, we can get started on the main muffler. The rear of the exhaust has this nut. And then just get the one below it off. By taking this center spring out, we can tilt the exhaust up and remove it. Next right here is the back side of the clutch cover, and it's just 3 7/16 bolts. We have a lot more going on here than we first thought, and we're just gonna start by cleaning it off to get a better view. Here is the linkage for going neutral, reverse, high kind of thing, and it's obviously in the way. I'm gonna get this rod out, which is a 10 millimeter. So this joint was just spinning, so you just grab it with some thin pliers. I like the Knipex, and get the nut off. Next is this air box, and there's 4 wing nuts on the top to remove the lid. Right here are 2 mounting bolts for the airbox that are 3/8. With this airbox clamp loose and these 2 bolts out, so to remove this carburetor, I'm just going to take the clamp off and then take all the lines off once the carburetor is disconnected from the engine. Okay, let's get this clamp off. Now the choke cable, which is a 12 millimeter wrench. And then of course the throttle side. Now the carburetor's off. Next thing would be this boot for the carburetor. I figure it's easier to get it off now than to struggle getting the cylinder out with it still attached. And it's a 6mm Allen. Of course, the same on the other side. And this boot is off. This head right here has a engine mount right to the frame. So there's a big nut on the both sides, which is a 9/16. Same on the other side. And then you take these two little bolts out. Okay, and then these little two on the bottom that are 1/2 inch. This one and this one. 6 head studs to hold the head on. Same for the other 5. With all 6 of the head nuts off, let's get this head off. Are you guys seeing what I'm seeing? Obviously it wasn't making a good seal and reducing the compression with that hole. I have the base nuts cracked just so it's not on camera. Same for 3 more. I almost forgot the oil line on the cylinder, and I can't get it off. I'm just gonna cut it. Time for the exciting part, getting the cylinder off. So just keep in mind, this was kind of running before it was taken apart. You guys see anything wrong? Let's get this piston off and inspect it better. Time to get this clip off so I can get the wrist pin out. Now we can use some spreaders.
Twist it. Surprised it's fast.
So right here we have the cylinder, and here is the base gasket. Lots of sand on the base gasket and wet right here. Almost as if it was sucking in dirt and leaking. Here's the inside of the cylinder. A little scratched looking, really. Mainly it's the top. This is the head. And if you look, you can see lots of pitting and as if something was flopping around in there, hitting the head. Wrist pin, fine. Bearing, fine. Here's the star of the show. By the way, I didn't take a ring off. It's just gone. So a ring came off, flopped around in the cylinder. You can see some damage to the piston right there. Lots of blow-by kind of leaking. Little more damage. And right there is a crack in the piston. Well, that was pretty crazy. I did not expect to see that inside the engine at all. I just expected to do a quick hone and done and some rings. So now we have 3 options, and comment down below what you think I should do. Option 1 would be to try to just hone it out. Obviously get rings and then a new piston as well. Obviously, because it's all messed up. Option 2 would be to bore it out with just oversized piston, oversized rings. Option 3 would be a $180 complete top end kit from Amazon. So what do you guys think I should do? Leave it down in the comments. But till then, I'll see you guys next time.